Hi everyone. In this video, I would like to talk about what it feels like when you live in the past, and what it feels like you live in the future, and what it feels like living in the present. Right? A lot of time we always heard people talking about be present, be present, be present, and somehow, even though you want to be present, but somehow you get pulled either back to your past, or you are living in the future, which is impatient and felt things are not fast enough. So I want to get a little bit deeper to explain the I don't want to say symptom, but how it shows in your life, what it feels like living in the past. So if you live in the past, I'm not saying always live in the past, but certain moments that you will get pulled back to your past, because the past, a lot of things that we haven't dealt with. Now, what happened when the things we not deal with in the past, and in the present time, similar situation happen, you will get triggered, and it will bring you back to the past where you had this situation before, because the human journey on a big scale is actually to experience, to learn our lessons. So if the things happen, let's say even 4 years old, 7 years old, and there's some trauma there that we did not heal, we did not learn the lesson or consciously know what's the lesson we are learning. So in the present time, the similar situation or similar feeling triggered, it will automatically pull you back to that specific moment, right? So when you live in the past, there's a feeling you will feel like stuck. You feel like you couldn't move forward. You will have this freeze, like you either gonna freeze or you're gonna try to run away. This is the automatic reaction when the old trauma triggered. So because it's trying to remind you, hey, there's something you need to look into, and you will feel triggered. So this is when you know that make you aware those things that I just said is a help you to recognize that you're living in the past. Now, when the people living in the future, and I'm not just saying people just living in the past or living in the present or living in the future. We moment from moment, okay? Maybe that, let's say in the middle is present, and on the left is past, and on the right is the future. So we will sway, depends on the things happening in our life. So when you live in the future, which will shows as you are impatient, a lot of time I feel like why things couldn't happen fast enough, because I already see it. So when you feel like things not happen fast enough for you, which means indicate that you live in the past. There is no good or bad living in the past or living in the future. Don't think living in the future is better than living in the past. It's all addressed that something pop up is that shows us that we are not being present. Being present, which means you moment by moment, you have this awareness. Things come up, you feel it, you face it, you let emotion, just energy in motion move through your body. You be aware, be authentic, be vulnerable to feel each feeling comes up, which is really hard, because a lot of things when we triggered, especially when we don't even know why we get triggered, which means we do not know the original source come from, it will be really hard to be present, because we try to either freeze or you either run away. Also, you would probably use something to cover it or try to shove away. So being present is actually is an attitude, is an awareness to realize where you at, by be with it, not run away, feel it, talk about it, share it, And shine, when we say shine light on it, it's actually just an awareness and acknowledge that your body is in this, going through this motion, right? Energy in motion. So I think that's very important, because a lot of time when we talk about be present, we don't know what that means. But if we know when we were living in the past, when we are living in the future, it couldn't bring you back, because if you're living in the future, you can remind yourself, hey, you know, let's take step by step. When things are meant to happen, it will happen. It's everything is divine timing, and also everything happens when your energy align with it. So everything happen in your life right now is also means your energy is at that level, no higher or low. It's just what you carry, what kind of energy you carry is what kind of things you're gonna attract. So a lot of time we say why things not gonna happen is because I'm not there yet. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be here, right? So also when you realize you are living in the past, which means you got triggered, which means you it reminds you something similar feeling it happened in the past, which means also it's a great opportunity for you to look into what is really about, what's the lesson, how do you feel, and if you're ready to release, you could release it. So I hope this video helps, and if you want to have someone to hold a space for you to help you to release and restore, or you know, to transmute this hard experience or trauma in the past, you can reach out to me, and I will be happy to assist you. So love you all.